Morley's is an infamous South London chicken shop with cult status among many. It's like a watering hole, but instead of elephants and rhinos, it's for drunks and teenagers after school. It first opened in 1985 by a Sri Lankan immigrant called Kanalingam Selvaradran and evolved from one shop in Sydenham to over 90 locations in the UK, but mainly still in South London and the surrounding areas. Now, if you're unfamiliar, this is what a Morley's looks like. This is not a Morley's. This is a Mowley's. Hello, good sir. Can I just get 4 wings and fries, please? Thank you.
Very well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Ba, 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 ba. It turns out they weren't 4 wings and fries. They were 4 wings and fires. Now this one might be the most egregious example of a copycat brand. It is absolutely spot on, nailed on. But for $2.99, pretty good, pretty competitive. The place looked pretty clean to be fair. It was covered in lovely lights. Now I need to find somewhere quiet to eat it because there's about 6 CCTV cameras in there and it made me really uncomfortable. I imagine it's for drunk people, but it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Is London Bridge.
I have finally returned from my brutally sweaty journey from Deptford. I didn't want to eat it on a park bench in Deptford, I'm sorry, sue me. But I sealed the bag up to make a fantastically hot and sweaty ecosystem, of which I seem to have fallen victim to right now because I am sweating profusely. But look at this box. Look at the absolute sweat on this bad boy. Now, as you can see, it doesn't say Mowley's. It says fried chicken, it's crunch time. Because by the look of these, just like you after 10 pints, it looks pretty soft. Wing-wise, we're working with a little, it's not looking crunchy. And this is what Morley's are famous for. The chips, I can take them or leave them. Maybe slightly undercooked. They're not crispy. They're pretty bloody flimsy. But the forbidden wing. $2.99. 4 wings. And a lot of chips, to be fair. How good are the wings? Freshly bon with appetit. A little bit of crunch. But was that bone? Oh, I think it might have been cartilage or something. That is grim. What am I doing? They're a little bit spicy, but they're not too crunchy, to be quite honest. I wouldn't say it's a poor imitation of a Morley's, but it's not a good imitation. It's just an imitation. But the food itself, it's just not a Morley's. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Get 60% off your first box, plus 25% off the next 2 months, plus free desserts for life. Just scan my QR code on screen now. Fun food fact about me. I have never tried lasagna, but I've tried squid. It was covered in breadcrumbs, so. I love HelloFresh not only because they pay me to say this, but also because it is genuinely good, because it's easy, convenient, and healthy. And it removes that annoying moment after work where you come home and you're like, oh, I need to do a big shop. Oh. But also, equally as important, is that there's no annoying contract. You can cancel, pause your deliveries whenever you want. You could go on holiday, you can just not fancy it 1 week, that's okay. Life is better when everything's flexible. So scan the QR code on screen right now and get 60% off your first month, plus 25% off the next 2 months, plus free desserts for life. Or click my link in the description down below and use my code UNIQUECIARAN60. I think they might be running out of words to use for my code. That was greasy food eating. It's made me a little bit thirsty. So I'm just going to pop into my local newsagent. Oh, shut. Right, myself, Ellis, and Ed have arrived in Lanzarote. We have travelled many kilometres, many miles, many steps. How many steps would that be? I don't know. I reckon more than 25. Next to me is a spa. But above that, shit, wrong way, is a Spoons. We have come all the way to Lanzarote, to the Cheb of Africa, to go to a Spoons. Oh, well, I can't really see that, can I? Brilliant. Look at that, glorious. Appropriately next to the White Lion Sports Bar and Sally Jones Irish Bar. Live horse racing. That's, if you watch horse racing, you have an issue. £1.70 Sanny Miggs and £4.25 cocktails. It's feeling like another beautiful win for the small guy. There was some seriously questionable table design, like they just googled whitemarble.jpg and slid a gold confetti.pung over the top. A QR code on the table got me excited about not talking to a waiter, but sadly it was just a reminder to review them on TripAdvisor. Bread and butter, fried onions, boo, coleslaw, boo. Smothered chicken breast. I don't care how you kill the chicken, just give me, that was good, that was good. Don't boo me, I'm right. I think we'll see a couple of those, a couple of them later. Fuck that up completely. The menu was quite reasonable. It was priced not too dissimilar to a normal Spoons, although I would question what sicko is having a tuna and red onion pizza. I ordered the Autistic Banquet for £10.63. Much like the English I'd seen by the pool, this bathroom was red as fuck. Why was it so red? And why can't I eat the hand wash? How many people were eating this hand wash that they were then forced to put up a warning? I now kind of want to eat the hand wash to see what all the fuss is about. 2 out of 10 for me. The toilets were clean, but I just don't like being told what I can and can't do. It was now past 5 PM, so the daiquiris shot up to £5.95 each. Normal Spoons do a cheaper daiquiri, but it's much worse quality and there's much less volume. But it's also 2 for £7.50, so yeah, you can't complain. It's fine. Thank you to the taxman for expensing this. Holy shit, that's fantastic. Yeah. Does it have any alcohol in it? Because that is so good.
Yeah, rum.
Oh, more like rumpety pumpety. Oh, that's awful. There's
What is it like?
I've been drinking all day, by the way. They had even copied the infamous Wetherspoons Steak Tuesdays, Fish Fridays, and then just steak on Sunday again for some reason. I guess people really like steak. Now, this place was allowed to show live sport, as there are simply no rules when the sun is out every day because no one is miserable. But the general vibe was quite nice, and the gigantic English flag on the White Lion next door acted as a friendly beacon for those with a particular food palate. Ed opted for the bacon cheeseburger for a very reasonable £9.78. It came with chips as well. Beautiful scenes. Smothered chicken breast for Mr. Ellis Platten, also at £9.78, and my Goujon meal at £10.63, and a Guinness for £4.25. I'm slightly alarmed by the quality of the glass. Severe lack of domage, but we'll see if it's good. I was not born for 30-degree heat. My big fat Irish head was born to be in a windy derry. It's Guinness.
Is it?
It's Guinness, yeah. My tummy is so full. I'm just drip, drop, dripping.
It's just a speech. Sorry, it's just good. I sort of punched that really bad. That's really bad.
Ellis just made a lisp joke, which is almost similar to like
racism.
It's I think it might be worse than racism, actually, genuinely. Honestly. Because I was born like this. No bullshit service charge added, Guinness consumed, wandering sunglasses salesman spotted. We decided to head out for the most tragic hour in a random bar. And then immediately called it a night, because I'm almost 30. How did you rate the food in there?
I would think it was really good. I'm just too full to finish it. I honestly was like an 8. It's better than any schnitzel out in Germany.
Whoa!
Like, yeah.
Can't say that anymore. Yeah, oddly pretty good. I'm so bloated. Unbelievably bloated. But hopefully on the way, the walk down this very strip I do a couple arse burps and reduce the bloatage. I'm gonna have to give spoons a whopping 9 out of 10. Fantastic cocktails, much better than normal spoons. Food, much better than normal spoons. Oh, good skin.
Yeah.
Very good skin. And the tastiest hand wash I've ever had the pleasure of eating. This is my beloved Nandos. And this is Fernando's. These are the respective chicken logos. And this is a cease and desist letter sent from Nandos to Fernando's back in 2018, with a couple cute pungs to reiterate that we own this shit, brother. The owner of Fernando's, Mr. Aziz, claimed that his name actually came from the fictitious island from the ITV shagging show Take Me Out. To avoid the lawsuit, he decided to change the name to Fernandez. And then Fernandez Grill House in Leicestershire complained, so he had to change it again to its current iteration, Manzano's. This is Nando's menu, and this is Manzano's menu. Relatively similar in colour and vibe, but different enough, and with a completely new Manzano's cockerel, which actually is way more similar in design than the cockerel that Nando's forced them to change. And this is clearly the coolest geezer out of the three. Mr. Aziz claimed in 2018 that it's only once we started getting super busy and people were writing reviews saying that the chicken was much better than Nando's, I think that's why they've taken this lawsuit out. Now, for a man who eats a significant amount of Nando's, too much Nando's, some might say, I have now been forced to travel to fucking Reading to find out if this is true once and for all. I've just speed run Reading. This must be the shortest amount of time anyone has ever been to Reading. Manzano's was relatively full. It had only been open half an hour. The guy was baffled by me showing him the Deliveroo on my phone to pick it up, and he just went, and then he tapped the big smiley face on how satisfied are you with your order on my phone. So fair play, the game's the game. He's done it before I've even tasted it, but it is what it is. Now, I ordered halloumi fries, garlic sauce, and they had no chicken fries available, so I went for the chicken burger with the hot sauce level, coming in at £11.48. The packaging wasn't very Nando's coded, but my word, the halloumi fries and the garlic dip was a fantastic 10 out of 10. And then the hot chicken burger initially didn't set my loins on fire, but once I finished it, it was seriously decent, albeit nowhere near as hot as a Nando's spice. In other news, a man then connected to my Bluetooth headphones and played Indian music, which took me by surprise. A solid 10 out of 10 for Manzano's. It doesn't beat to Nando's, but I didn't hate my body after eating it.